It's pretty clear how important it is to save money. It can prepare you for a happy and comfortable future and help you in coping with life's unexpected costs. But estimating how much to save might be challenging. So how much should you save each month? Any guesses? $500? $1,000? Or more? Keep watching to find out how much. But before that, make sure to like and subscribe to the Inlet Financial Coaching channel. Now, let's get started. The answer to the question of how much money you ought to be setting aside each month is that it varies. Your goals will determine just how much money you save. Most financial objectives may be divided into 3 groups: short-term objectives lasting less than a year, medium-term objectives lasting between a year and 5 years, and long-term objectives lasting 5 years or more. Basic logic would suggest that saving for a long-term objective, like racking up thousands of dollars in your retirement account, would require you to save more money each month than saving for a short-term objective, such as vacations you intend to take at the end of the year. One would assume that in order to accumulate wealth, one would need to set aside a significant portion of one's monthly income. And while saving 80% or 90% of your monthly salary will undoubtedly speed up the process of becoming wealthy, the truth is that you may save considerably less and still meet your financial objectives. So, how much should you put aside? The rule is to save 20% of your monthly income. And you could be asking yourself, why not 15% or 25%? Relax, we'll talk about that in a bit. According to rough estimates, you'll need to save around 20% of your salary to have a chance of achieving financial freedom before you enjoy it, presuming you're in your 20s or 30s and can make an average investment return of 5% a year. The truth is that you might not need to save a great deal of money if you plan to work day and night until your last breath. Sure, you'll still need a vacation every now and then, and money set aside in case your car needs repairs. But aside from that, we save so that we won't have to work anymore. That day won't come for the majority of us for many years. However, typical working individuals can do it as early as 40 or perhaps even 35. And if you can start early, this should be everyone's objective. And certainly, you could become wealthy sooner if you were able to save more of your income. The end goal is to be able to retire. And this idea boils down to the 4% retirement rule, according to which you can live off your savings if you can accumulate 25 times your yearly living expenses, which will take the following periods of time based on 3 different saving rates. At 15%, it takes 46 years to accumulate 25 times your yearly living expenditures. At 20%, it takes 41 years. Whereas at 25%, it only takes 37 years to begin your retirement. You can get 25 times your yearly income in just over 40 years if you save 20% of your income. Consequently, a 30-year-old who starts saving now and assumes no prior savings will reach this goal at the age of 71. It will simply take a long time for your money to accumulate to the point where you can live off just interest if you save less than 20%. It's true that many people nowadays cannot afford to set aside 20% of their monthly pay each month. It can be a result of their bad spending habits or their intense efforts to pay off their substantial student debt. If you can relate to this, don't worry. It's preferable to save something rather than nothing. Starting small is advised for those who are just beginning their savings journey. Start off by setting a monthly savings goal of just 1%. Then, when that sounds doable, boost the amount to 2%, and so on until you reach 20%. Unless you can save an absurdly high percentage of your monthly salary, it will take you years to create a sizable fortune. This is why we strongly advise you to create a financial plan. The type of budgeting we propose is the 50-30-20 method. The majority of people make the costly mistake of saving money and letting it fester in their checking or savings account. Using a robo-advisor is the most efficient way for managing long-term investing. For those who have no idea what robo-advisors are, they are software tools that can assist you in managing your finances without the need to speak with a financial advisor or manage your own account. Typically, you first open a robo-managed account and then complete an online questionnaire to provide basic information about your investment objectives. Then, robo-advisors create an asset allocation strategy and construct a diversified investment portfolio for you that satisfies your desired allocation percentages. Your portfolio can be automatically rebalanced by the program once your funds have been invested on an ongoing basis. By doing so, you can set a minimum 5% target return, which will keep you on pace to reach your long-term savings objective in the time frame you've set. Despite how simple and efficient this method can be, some people will always want to rush to financial independence. For those individuals, we will now discuss 3 ways you can achieve that. You can first achieve your savings goal by lowering it. $1,000 can be saved up far faster than $1 million can. Once more, the amount you save directly relates to the amount you hope to accumulate over time. Lowering your savings goal, however, will result in a reduced value for your future wealth. The next 2 tips are therefore ways to help speed up saving while maintaining your commitment to become wealthy. Increasing your monthly savings percentage is the second way to accelerate your path to millionaire status. In 41 years, saving 20% of your monthly salary will enable you to accumulate 25 times your yearly living expenditures. However, the amount of time it will take to save a fortune lowers as their savings rate increases. So, how quickly are we speaking? Saving 50% of your monthly salary will enable you to meet your savings goal in just 26 years, while saving 75% will put you in the top level in just 21 years. Now, for the majority of people, these saving sums surely appear incredibly high. Yes, a relatively small percentage of people can genuinely save this much of their income. Typically, those with high incomes who practice thrifty spending habits or whose expenses are considerably lower than the ordinary person are the ones who reach this high level of a savings percentage. If building wealth is one of your top objectives, you should try to save as much of your earnings as you can, even if you can't save 70 or 80% of it, since even a small percentage can cause your savings time frame to be cut by years. Leveraging retirement accounts and employer contributions is the last strategy to accelerate your path to wealth. You can get away with saving 20% of your net or after-tax income if you make use of these accounts. Most firms offer retirement account programs to their staff, so if yours does and you're eligible, you should definitely take advantage of it. When you get older, money you put into a Roth IRA now returns to you tax-free. Therefore, since you won't have to pay taxes on the Roth withdrawals in retirement, the more you put in a Roth, the less you'll need to save overall. Gaining a 20% savings rate will be easier if you contribute to a 401k, because most of them include an employer contribution aspect. Basically, up to a specific percentage of your pay, your employer will match any money you put into retirement that you have set aside. Additionally, if you contribute to a 401k, your employer will deduct this amount from your pay before taxes. It implies that you will save money after taxes for every dollar deducted. Here's a tip to help you start saving money or become more skilled at it. It is never too late or too early to start saving money, regardless of what stage of life you're in. The most crucial step is to begin saving. So, how much should you save each month? The amount varies from person to person and from year to year. But if you haven't started yet, need to pause or slip behind, don't lose hope. You can always get right back on track. That's a wrap for this episode, which we hope you enjoyed and learned something from. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Inlet Financial Coaching channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.